campus of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The Washington Huskies trying to get back on top, coming off a strong season at 9-4. Jed Fish is starting to build back that roster. After his quarterback, Damon Williams, flirted with the transfer portal, he is back in purple and gold, and that is good news for the Huskies trying to build something special in the Big Ten. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So the Penn State Nittany Lions kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Huskies offense comes onto the field first today. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, he's amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday and just seeing all of the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Bolitnikoff awards. The tradition of the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Oh, spin move. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So Penn State's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And what a luxury it is to have a weapon like this at tight end. He is a big play that can happen at any moment.
And guys, we just know, and we kind of laugh about it, when we talk about this team, you know you're going to get a tight end. Like, you just know you're going to get a big, strong, athletic guy in matchups. It was no different watching tape this week. In this offense, they found a great one, not surprisingly, Palmer, because it seems like they do it every single year.
And on offense, they're smart, right? I mean, it goes through the tight end. In the passing attack, that's oftentimes where the quarterback's going to be looking first, and we see that all the time. And so it's no surprise they've been able to reload this position and stock it up. You're going to see multiple tight ends in formations today, and they're going to attack this defense vertically down the field, throwing to what has always been their best position group.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Williams. The short hands, it's Washington. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Williams will pass. Lets it fly. He's got it along the sideline. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Huskies will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The RPO, it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Williams to the air again. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Williams. Bringing the heat. Soft spot in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Husky. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Slithers into space. Danced his way through traffic. Pickup of 4 to the 19. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Unloads to the wideout. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. They'll start on the ground with Washington. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here's Williams to throw. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Play fake, Williams. He'll throw it quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's Williams again. Finds the tight end. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Here's a heat. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll try the left side. Open space at the 25. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Man, he's already got 43 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. To the air. It's Beck. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Hansen.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the 1st down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Off the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Beck. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Corralled and brought down by the defense. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaking up and down on the field. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Patrick.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looking to pass. It's Beck. That's caught. It's Hansen. Ripping through the defense. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They'll run play action. A little release to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Only a place to be tackled immediately. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working.
Makes the grab in their space. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And the Huskies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Williams on the play fake. Caught. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. That penalty is going to be a coaching point in position meetings this week. I mean, he is going to get an earful from the coaches on the sidelines. Williams. Right on target this time. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Trying play action. Unleashes to the end zone. Has it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to run it with Washington. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he's not going to make it this time either. Another stop, and it's 3rd and goal. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Keeps it himself. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give on the counter. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. He's now up to 71 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. Give him 7 on that one, and now we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Here comes the heat. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on 2nd and short. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing, Williams. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Williams will pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. On his way back from the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Washington. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. On the move and looking deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And his throw is incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires on the move. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Punt is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Williams. Catch in the middle. It's Carr. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Huskers setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside Husky Stadium. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Fires it incomplete. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Snags it, and there's running room. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start really puts them in the hole. Here comes 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, it's Beck. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The screen, he's got wheels. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Punt is on its way. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Here's Williams to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Backed up now, here's second and long. This one's complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Caught by Williams on the right. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. To the air on first down. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Bringing it back. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive linemen? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Could not make his way to the corner. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Beck. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He got it. Now the lead is down to 11. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner will be brought down. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Here's a give to Washington. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Now facing a third and long. Williams. The quick out. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Washington sends out the punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Under fire. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside. It's Hansen. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Looking down the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The run inside. It's Carr. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's a give to Washington. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. Play action with Williams. Here's the pressure. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Williams. Rushes on him. Touchdown, Husky. And the beatdown has ensued.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. The Nittany Lions have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Pulls it and runs it again. Maybe some room here. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
1st down here for the offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's a give to Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Under fire, and down he goes.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step 1.
They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for next week. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Upstairs to make the catch. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Here's a give to Washington. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Throwing, Williams with the catch. It's Lawson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Play fake, Williams. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. He's got it. Turning it on. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rule will check on his condition. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Looking for blockers. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Now the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Hansen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running inside. It's Martin. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air. It's Beck. Lofts one high and deep. Touchdown, Penn State! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
PAT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Here's Williams to throw. Makes the catch. It's Carr. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Wants to fire on second down. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Just feeds the running back. There's a crease. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And, man, those are so frustrating for defenses because you're flying upfield, you're trying to get to the quarterback, and they slip that draw in there, and you can tell too many guys not doing their job, created some space for the running back to make the big play down the field.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The run inside. It's Martin. Oh, he's got some space. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the move. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They've been running it, but now the pass. Plucks it out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to bull his way in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He's looking to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And he added the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Beck. He's got his man across the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sowell. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And it now feels like game over after coughing up the fumble. They were down. They needed something big to happen. They had to score touchdowns, but give this defense credit. They just finished. They're playing to the end of the game with great effort, creating a takeaway to ice this thing.
Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's...
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. What a nice play, and even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18.
That's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
This offense has it with really good field position. Unloads quickly. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Running inside. It's Martin. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air, it's Beck.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Looking for the score. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Williams on the play fake. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Williams. He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Third down from the gun, Williams. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. He'll field the punt. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run inside. It's Martin. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Got out of trouble and throws. Snagged out of the air. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. To throw, it's Beck. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.